Hello, mathematicians. Today we are going to be reviewing place value and talking about the different ways we can name numbers.
We're going to review place value. Place value is talking about the digits in a number and how much each digit is worth. So let's start with the 4. The 4 is in the ones place, and it is worth 1 for each number. So the number 4 in the ones place is just equal to 4. The 5 is in the tens place. That means there are 5 tens. So we can count by tens to figure out how much that is worth. So we go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So the 5 in the tens place is worth 50. There is a 3 in the hundreds place. So that means there are 3 hundreds. So we're going to count by hundreds to figure out how much the 3 is worth. 100, 200, 300. We have 2 thousands. So we're going to count by thousands. So we have 1,000, 2,000. So the 2 in the thousands place is going to be worth 2,000. Now, this added up is going to get us the same thing as our standard form number. This is called standard form when we write it like this. When we write a number like this and break it apart into what each value is for the place, then this is called expanded form. There is another way to write, let me write standard form so we don't forget. Regular form is standard form. Oops, running out of board. There is another way to write it, and that is word form. So you would write it like this. 2,350. Can I fit it? 4. Another way we can show numbers is by using base 10 blocks. So here we have 2 different numbers. This small cube is the ones. These longs are the tens. These are called flats. They're 100s, and these are our 1,000 cube. So let's look at this first number and see if we can figure out what number this would be. So we have 1,000. Do we have any 100s? No, so we're going to put a 0 in the hundreds. Let's see how many tens we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And how many ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this number is 1,067. Let's write this in expanded form. That means we're going to break each part up into its place value. So let's look at 1,000. 1,000 is going to be worth 1,000. We don't have any we don't have any hundreds. So now we're going to look at the 6. What is the 6 worth if it's in the tens place? That means we have 6 tens. So we're going to have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So 60. And we know that 7 ones is just going to be 7. So 1,067 in expanded form is 1,000 plus 60 plus 7. We can also write this in word form. So we would write 1,060 and 7. All right, let's go down to the next one. We have 2,000 blocks. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 hundreds. We have 110, and we have 3 1. So we have the number 2,413. Let's see what that would be in expanded form. Start with the 2. The 2 is 2,000s. So we would write that like 2,000 plus 4 hundreds. So 100, 200, 300, 400. Oops, not a comma, a plus. 110 is going to be worth 10. 3 ones. So 2,413 in expanded form would be 2,000 plus 400 plus 10 plus 3. Let's see what it would be in word form. 1,413. So let's talk about which one of these numbers is greater. So when we're talking about numbers being less than or greater than, we start over to the left and we look at, okay, are these the same places? So we have thousands here and we have thousands here. Okay, so we can compare those two. So we're looking at a 2 and a 1. We know that 2 is bigger than 1. So 2,413 is going to be bigger or greater than 1,067. So our little sign is going to go that way. I like to remember it as the alligator likes to eat the bigger number. So if you put them in the opposite direction, then you would have your sign going in the opposite direction. Let's read what this would sound like if you read it across. 1,067 is less than 2,413. 2,413 is greater than 1,067. So the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at these numbers and we're going to draw them in base 10 blocks. So let's start with the hundreds place. We have 3 hundreds. So hundreds, look, are flats. So we have 1, 2, 3 flats. We have 5 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That's what that number, what 357 would look like in base 10 blocks. Let's go to this number. So we have thousands in this one. So watch carefully how I draw the thousands block because that can be kind of tricky. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to draw a square. Then you're going to put 3 diagonal lines that are all diagonal going the same way. And then you're going to connect them. So we need 3 thousands. 1, 2, 3 thousands, 6 hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm running out of space. 5, 6, 8 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When you're drawing ones, make sure that they're smaller than your hundreds. Otherwise, we'll get confused. That's how you make 3,689 in base 10 blocks.
I hope you learned something about place value and naming numbers today. Bye!